Greetings, I'm Nobulali Dili, reporting for PVNews.online. On today's news segment, we will be speaking about how Mchunu will be dealing harshly with extortionists. Police know criminals. That is why they arrest and even shoot them. We are encouraging them, the police, to go on those two things. This is how Police Minister Senzo Mchunu responded to criticism that their plans to deal with extortion gangs that have been terrorizing communities were inadequate. Mchunu, however, said police were dealing with criminals head on. Mchunu was briefing Parliament yesterday amid ongoing public outcry over extortion gangs which have forced businesses to pay protection fees or close. He said they are taking a tough stance as extortion has now reached levels where communities have become very angry, bitter, and agitated. The pain has gone very deep. Most of them, extortionists, are individuals who do not want to work but rather choose to parade as armies of murderous parasites that must be fought and rejected by society as a whole. They are often heavily armed, operating in groups that instill fear and chaos. The relative silence of communities and low reporting is all due to those fears, he said in a recent operation. Extortionists were confronted in Milnerton, Cape Town, where 4 people were killed in a shootout with police and another 4 hospitalized. Generally, there is more extortion going on than meets the eye. This requires more criminal intelligence operations, he says. We have initiated the signing of cooperative agreements with provincial and local governments with operational plans seeking to integrate our resources against crime. Currently, the operational plan is being rolled out in Cape Town with its new 6 sub-districts. The police in South Africa are claiming ignorance. Our people know these criminals, and the reason that the police are claiming ignorance is because the police are embedded, is because correctional services is embedded, Dlozi said. Dlozi said there is no comprehensive crime prevention strategy, and until that happens, you are always going to run after the flags. You are going to work with provinces and signing agreements that has been done before. You are going to work with CPFs and security companies that has been done before. There is nothing that has come out today as to what you are planning to do with the people who are extracting 30% and rendering the state dysfunctional at a local level. But Mchunu said officers were going out to confront crime and use whatever it needs to deal with them so that we have crime-free South Africa. And it is important that our children, all of us, oh, and it is important that our children and all of us are free of criminality. He said they have been seeing shocking incidents of lowest morality. Mchunu said his department had identified loopholes that needed to be tightened up so that criminals don't get arrested and are back in communities soon after. In provinces such as the Free State, extortionists targeted pensioners and those who received payments from the Road Accident Fund. He said operations were also underway in the Eastern Cape, focusing on Tata and Nelson Mandela Bay, targeting similar crimes including illegal operation of buildings and stock theft. In addition, Mchunu said 3 weeks ago, 3 people were arrested in Bromont State. On Monday, a suspect was shot dead during a shootout with police investigating extortion cases in Mpumalanga. What has become of South Africa? We are dealing now with terrorists. Someone can't even open a simple business because someone has to come and fetch it. When I say someone, I'm talking about extortionists. This is a huge crime on another level. Landlords who even have flats in their backyard are forced now to even pay this protection fee. Tell us, what are we being protected from? We're supposed to be protected from these extortionists because clearly they are the criminals here, and all they're doing is taking money from hard work and all they are doing is taking money from people who work hard for to get their profits. People who have to feed their families. Things have become hectic, and I do have to say, so far I'm actually proud of the police, because every day you hear stories of the police having a shootout, um, with these extortionists and them being murdered. I think this is going to go a long way, and as it should, because now people aren't living freely in South Africa, especially business owners. Tell us what you think about this horror that's currently happening in South Africa. What do you think should be done? Should we get, should our army be deployed onto our streets? Should our police force be more tighter? What should be done? Give us suggestions and let's have a conversation on our online platforms. Follow us on pvnews.online. If you haven't subscribed on our YouTube channel, please subscribe at pvnews.online. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on X. Download our mobile app on iStore and on Play Store. I am Nobulali Dili, reporting for pvnews.online, signing out.